Hi, Bharat. So today we so far we learned RDS three part, and we're going to work with the POCs on how to build WP WordPress using AWS Lightsail with RDS. Earlier we saw only with MySQL server, but with RDS how it is. The steps we'll learn. Then later on we're going to move forward with the JSON automation with CloudFormation. Okay, so here the steps if you see. Deploy WordPress on AWS Lightsail, managed MySQL, RDS style. The managed MySQL is nothing but it is all RDS activities. We discussed about the RDS activities. No DBA is required. It is serverless computing in the backend. Everything can be automated with options from the front end while setting up RDS. So now let us see the steps. So Lightsail Linux server, you are using it. Managed MySQL database you are using, and WordPress code for deployment purpose. The final architecture will be internet users, static IP address, Lightsail Linux instance. You saw that managed MySQL database and automated backups. So you have the free tier account, assuming that, and email, password, all those things are there, and you have phase two billing alerts that is there on the console itself. You can option it, you can make it later. Now we are going to work in phase three with the Lightsail. So what you are going to do here, you will see the instances here on the screen on the console. Then you are creating the instance with the WP server which contains with the Linux OS. Then region you are selecting it. Then later you are going to uh, select the OS. This time you are choosing Linux, and the blueprint is for WordPress one. You can take it WordPress because we're building the WordPress site. WordPress Linux already it has. So then later you are selecting the S3 Linux plan. Then you are going to select one of these things for storing the files, such kind of things. Then WordPress production instance, you are selecting it. Then it becomes running status in the backend. So here, phase 5, we are creating my managed MySQL database, how it is. This is the difference. We can find it here. Left menu, when you select that, there are databases. Then you are creating the database. The database engine, you are choosing it. Then later, latest MySQL version, you are choosing it. Then single zone, you are selecting it with following options. Okay. Then you have seen some these kind of options earlier in the manual setup, right?
Yes, yes, I've seen it.
Okay. The same now, light difference is there in selection of MySQL. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Then database name you need to give. Earlier you gave database name like that you are doing
Correct.
here. W WordPress DB. WP admin is the username. Then you are
Okay,
choosing the password and later you are waiting for 10 minutes. It builds it. Okay. In the backend database it builds.
okay.
So then you are attaching the database to WP server here after once it is done it. So you are attaching the instance, that particular instance to WP production. WP prod is the instance you built it. With that, you are attaching the database. Then after that, you are setting up the endpoints also. So once endpoint is done, you are connecting to the WordPress server. So you are using the same instance and connecting through SSH. In the backend terminal, you can see the Linux operations. And there you need to set up the passwords and synchronization of those things, what you have done in the past practice, lab practice, right? Then once you have seen this particular path file, then you will see the output. Once it is confirmed, you are going to log in into WordPress in the backend itself. Then You will be logged in. Then later, you will be opening the browser with IP address. Your IP static IP was used it there in the earlier steps. Then you're going to log in into WP admin site. For that, you need a username and password. Already you made it in the previous phases. Then 11th step is migrate WordPress from local DB to managed DB. What is managed DB? RDS, basically,
Okay.
with MySQL services. This is the additional step you are doing it here. Okay. Other steps are common, right? Previous up to 10
Yes.
stages.
Yeah.
Only
is.
this difference is there. You are migrating that database. It means initially you are creating the basic WP site using the Lightsail method. Then later on you are migrating that database with this managed DB to run through RDS with automation of all DB activities, database activities. That is the purpose. Then you are creating the database in MySQL. So you did earlier in the earlier setup, lab setup, the similar way you are creating the database WordPress. So it has existing database, but you are migrating into current MySQL. The same thing. Then modify WordPress configuration. You are modifying the WordPress configuration. You did the same thing in the earlier step also, earlier lab practice also. The same commands are used it there. The same thing you are doing it here. So verify database connectivity. So with RDS related managed database service, you are checking it. Then you are testing it by creating the post, WordPress site post, blog, and WordPress is successfully using managed MySQL. You can confirm it if it is visible blog. That is the final thing. Then create static IP. If you want a static IP, that also is possible and attach to it and configure the domain also. You can configure the domain also. Earlier, what you have done here, there is no IP attached in the previous steps. You remember this here? Did we attach anywhere in the
Yes.
static IP?
Static IP.
Did we attach?
Yes.
Did we attach here? No, here in this tab, in these pages, in the document here. Not yet done, right? Earlier practice, you have done it. The same step you are doing it here. Once the browser level, the local instance is used it, the site is working, then you can attach to IP address and distribute that IP address to access by the users. That is the purpose of doing here. Okay. So you don't need domain for configuration. You don't need DNS name, just simple IP address to test the site. It is enough, right? Then you are enabling the HTTPS also. Okay, here this is the step you need to do to execute the step. Domain if you want to attach it. Okay. Then final validation check is you're opening homepage, opening WP admin, publishing the page, uploading image, install plugin, and HTTPS testing. You are doing it by changing the access. Then you are restarting the server. The database server should reboot. It means database, once you restart it, it will reboot it also, automatically takes care. The recommended beginner production settings are your region is required, compute instance is required in the Lightsail, then database is required, managed SQL you are selecting it, static IP you are enabling it, SSL you are enabling it, and backup you are enabling it. Then later you are monitoring to enable Lightsail metrics also. The monitoring is what? Cloud monitoring. Right?
Okay.
It is AWS tool. We discussed about cloud monitoring tool, right? Then monthly cost, sorry, he has given approximately. These are the things. Now, what I would suggest is one or two rounds at least, you please practice these steps for setting up the manual setup. Then in the session, we will design the JSON script and test it.
Okay.
Because you need to see these options also. What are the differences? You found the steps for the previous labs, right?
Yes.
Now, you will come to know difference. So at least 2 times you practice it. Then when
Okay,
you
sir.
do the JSON scripting, you will find the difference, how easily you can automate it and how much time it took for you to set up the site through this process,
Okay.
through
Okay, sir.
managed services process, right? Right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll stop the recording.